Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is Lazorix, and they recently just dropped a new update for this game, adding 2 new legendaries with their uniques, one for each side, and that's what we're going to check out this episode. So before we get into the battle, let's quickly go over the 2 leaders. We got Hera here, and her unique Chopper, and she attacks enemies with a blaster, sometimes firing multiple shots. Special ability is deploying Chopper increases the energy recovery rate by 20% and skill cooldown recovery by 20% for 10 seconds. So that's pretty good depending on her skill. Let's check that out. Hera boards the ghost and deals powerful damage equal to 450% of her attack power in a wide straight line in front of her. So that's pretty interesting. Let's check out her unique here. 3 energy, utilizes an electric, attacks and temporarily stall tech type units or suspend the functions of enemy structures. Wow, that's pretty big. But I don't think that there are a whole lot of tech type. I guess this one is tech. That is, see, that's just a structure. That's tech alone, and that's just a structure as well. Okay, so there's a decent amount that it can deal to, it can stop. This is tech as well. Wow, so it could stall an ATSD. That's pretty big. So let's check out the Empire's new leader, the 7th sister. After consecutive attacks, she spins her lightsaber and slashes enemies around her. Pretty good. A lot of health. Okay attack power. That's actually not too much. Comparing her with the Inquisitor. Of course, this Inquisitor is level 2, but I still think it's a little bit higher at level 1 for the Inquisitor. But let's check out her special abilities. So she's got these dangerous droids that deploy every 8 seconds up to 3, and then her skill sends those droids to follow an enemy and deal continuous shock damage. Wow, that's pretty big. So those will probably end up doing a lot of tick damage. So her attack power in combination with these dangerous droids, that kind of evens out with the total damage that she can do. But let's go check out her unique, the 5th brother. So this is interesting. Shouts at enemies and taunt enemy organic units and forcing them to focus. Okay, so basically it's like a taunting unique, just kind of like what the rebels have with the K2SO or the Chewbacca for Han Solo. Pretty cool to have that for the Empire side. I'm sure, as you guys can see though, the cards that I'm missing the most still are the unique cards. I swear the uniques are more rare than the legendaries themselves. Like, look how many uniques I don't have yet, and most of the uniques I have was because that I traded other ones away. Just ranting a little bit there, but we'll get back on here. Let's go watch some attacks with these new leaders in them and see how they play. So this first one's going to be up against the Empire's new leader here, and I don't remember if they have the unique. Not yet, but surprisingly this person already has a level 2. I mean, this update just came out. I was kind of surprised to see that. Took me off guard. I was expecting to see like a level 1, but let's just watch her for this match. You can see the little droids floating around here, and she can jump over obstacles. It looks like a pretty cool leader to play with. It seems that she's pretty fast and does a decent amount of damage. Well, we don't know the damage yet, but let's see. There goes those little droids doing that shock damage. Oh wow, it doesn't let up either. They just continue to shock. Wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, just like what I was saying, her attack power with the droid's attack power, combine those together and you got a pretty large attack power for like a level 1. And you can see her her running there is pretty cool too. So she already's got 2 new droids up already. Shocking me, that's pretty cool. They're pretty weak though, obviously. Can't be too OP. So you just gotta, I guess you could tank for them and then let them continue to do shock damage. That way you can add up her attack power with the little droid's attack power as well. And you can combine the two and do shock damage to both. Another strategy was she could throw those droids at Luke, so then he has to stop blocking and start attacking the droids. That would be an interesting strategy to use against Luke. Otherwise, he can just stand there like I did and deflect all the shots. Pretty interesting. Let's see what else. So I think everybody's still trying to get used to the new leaders, so I don't think we're going to see anything crazy yet. I think people are still testing them out, see what they can do. She definitely moves really fast when she's running and can get into the battle quickly, which is an advantage to keep in mind. Here she's doing a decent amount of damage to the tower and can tank a little bit. I don't know what her health stats are for level 2. I'm sure it's decent. She's probably up in the 80 for attack power as well. Now I'm curious if her droids are stronger every time you level her up, because if you can get stronger droids every single time you level, I mean, it would make sense. But if she was like level 4 or 5 and her little droids were doing like massive damage, taking out like stormtroopers alone, that'd be crazy. I'd like to know if that power increases with her level as well. But that was a pretty cool first replay there. We're gonna go watch some with 2 versus 2 and see how she does in that. Okay, so this replay is actually from one of my guild members who went up against her in a 2 versus 2. I haven't actually went up against her in a 2 versus 2. I haven't done any yet. But let's quick check it out. Darth Vader and the sister. That's pretty cool. I wonder how good that combination is. Now, I don't think rushing down the middle is a good idea, but we're just gonna not talk about her mistakes. Let's just talk about her and what she can do. See how good she is in certain situations. Okay, so they're just playing defense first. I haven't actually watched this yet, so I'm a little curious how it goes and plays out. So they got the 3 droids up, running in. So I don't think the droids are doing a whole lot until she sends them out on someone. Oh yeah, they're just shooting. I think they're shooting little lasers. So they're not shocking, they're just shooting lasers. Wow, that's quite interesting. So when she uses her skill and sends them out, that's when they start shocking, right? Yeah. Yep, that's it. Interesting. Very interesting. But it doesn't seem like they're doing too well on defense. They kind of let that side go. Is her defense any good? Oh no, she just went down again. So that was a quick battle. Let's try to find another 2 versus 2 with her in it. And then we'll switch over to the rebel side. Okay, so here's another one from one of my guild members. And the teammate is from Alliance on a new map too, bonus. So this is also the new map that they came out with. I really like it. It's very bright and easy to see everything. It looks pretty big for some reason, but I'm really liking the new map design and layout and everything like that. So let's check this out. So they're running light vehicle, assassins. Oops, let's go over here and look and watch. They're taken out pretty quickly by anything. She can tank decent. I'm not sure the Zabrak assassins are good to have with you though. I like the little animation though of her running, spinning her lightsaber around. That's cool. Doesn't seem like she does a whole lot of damage on her own though. It's pretty cool to see those little droids going to work. Whoa, glitches. You guys see that green line? What the heck? So the downsides though, let's think about the downsides. You have to, her skill, you have to wait for it to come back, but also you have to wait for your droids too. And they don't do a terrible lot of damage. So I guess they do respawn kind of quickly though. It makes sense. I think it was like every 8 seconds, and it takes 27 seconds for your skill to recharge, so it evens out. It evens out anyways. I like that though. Those little droids following you around, doing extra damage. And they follow you too, which is big. They're not in front of you, so you can actually jump in and then tank all that damage, or you can send them in just like he did right there on the turret. So the turret was actually locked onto her droids, and she could run it behind it and start whacking it. I'm not sure what's better to do, but in that case, that was really smart because she was low on health, right? So if she would have died, it would have been over anyways. But since she sent her droids in, she was able to tank, the droids were able to tank since she was already low health. Pretty cool. I like that strategy. Definitely something to keep in mind. Will they respawn on her even though she's on the enemy side though? Wasn't seeing any. I wonder if you have to be on the friendly side. This is something to look into. So let's go over now and go check out the Rebels new leader. So here we go. She was actually kind of annoying when I played her. Her deck was kind of annoying anyways. So let's check this out. You got the Y-Wing tank, 2 tanks with the Wookiee warrior, and then the flamethrowers. Level 1, obviously that's what I was expecting most people to have since it's a new leader, unless they purchase diamond packs for it, which could be risky because they might not be that great. Alright, so here we go. Does that single target damage. I don't know if she's a really aggressive leader though, you know what I'm saying? Cause like Callus, Luke and them, they're really fast. They do a lot of single target damage except for with their skills. It's a little different. But I think you really need to have Chopper though to make her work. Otherwise, you know, her special ability isn't really going to come into play. Since you can see right here, she's not able to do too much. She mostly sat on defense for most of the game. But having Chopper would change everything. So I think it'd be best if you're going to play her just to wait until you do have her unique to play with her as well. Because otherwise it may not be as easy to play. And she doesn't do a whole lot of damage either. Let's just see here. She doesn't push in. Not too much. Oh, I see. She's out of energy because she dropped. Oh, there's her special. Oh, nice. And then it drops her off. Wow, that's really important, you guys, because she's actually invulnerable while she's using her special. Or her skill, I should say. That's really good to keep in mind, because if you're on her tower and you use her special and you drop troops though from behind you, they can actually come in and start tanking while you're up in your ship. That's huge. Wow, I didn't think about that. And then you drop back out of your ship and your troops are already tanking again. So maybe you were targeted before, but now you're not. So you can continue to do massive damage to the tower. Wow, that'd be a big play right there, if you get what I'm saying. I think she might use it again. She got it ready. Stormtroopers are down. Oh, okay, she just lays the ion mine. That's good. But that's not a big energy trade right there, because those stormtroopers only cost 2 energy and the ion mine cost 3. Tower's almost down. She's still fighting for it. But she hasn't done a lot of damage to ours. Don't think it's gonna make a big difference. And there's the Y-Wing. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's helping her, having that in her deck. Let's see if she uses it again. Here she goes. See, she jumps up into her ship, flies through, and drops back down. Wow. So you could use that on the tower while you're already on it. I really like that. That'd be really cool to test. Unfortunately, I can't test that myself because I don't have any of the new leaders. And I think the game's pretty much wrapped up here. Just got a quick run in. I already know she doesn't have a stun or anything. So I'm just gonna quick walk through here and grab her tower just like that. So that's a pretty cool. If you guys have her and you could test that out once. You're on her tower, you're tanking, but then you drop troops behind you, use your skill, go up in your ship, your troops come in, start tanking the tower, you drop back down and start doing damage again. Oh, that'd be really cool. I like that. Fortunately, I can't use that yet, but if you guys do have any of these leaders, let me know what you think. I think they're both really cool and a great addition to the game. But that's gonna be all for this episode, you guys. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all next time.